What's up? It's your boy Carcino here, and we finna get to it, y'all. We finna get to it. One of the best promotional jobs you've ever seen in hip hop history. We're talking big money, big marketing dollars. The biggest we probably have ever seen in hip hop history was thrown around. The 50 Cent versus Kanye West. Man, you guys have no idea how big that was. Now, you got to imagine, right? And this is like hip hop. In the turn of the century, we didn't really see anything about we didn't see anything about these two working together. And hip hop in those times, normally if somebody weren't in your clique, you didn't bother to do with them. You didn't deal with them. If somebody was in your clique, you only dealt with your clique. Anybody outside of that, you really didn't have time for, and you wouldn't even entertain, or you'll do a little something with them, but nothing on this scale of magnitude. This was tens of millions of dollars of marketing that were split between two companies. Now, Kanye West and 50 Cent came up with this concept. But to get behind it, they needed they needed somebody like Jay-Z to be a part of it. To give it that engine, that push. Jay had resistance to it at first. Jay was, I think the album is good enough as it is. I don't think we need to go down this road. But Ye was very influential on it because Jay and Kanye has had a lot of success since Late Graduation album. And the success of that album, when Graduation was rolling around and all of the things that was happening during Graduation, when they were working on it, Jay was like, man, this is gonna take off. He was really, like, man, this is something. But he didn't feel Stronger was the song that Kanye should lead off with. Like Stronger, he felt Stronger. He's like, I wouldn't lead off with Stronger. You know, he had another song that he thought that, like, Good Morning should have been like one of the songs. Or Champion. He felt like those songs were more uh, for like a Kanye West. Stronger was taking people, he thought that should be the third single released for the club. And then, you come with the street anthem, wait till I get my money right, let that be the second one. So, anyhow, Jay and 50 end up having a talk because 50 is the one that with this concept idea, and Kanye came up with this, but Jay had to approve and sign off on it because he's like, you know, if I don't go with this, then it looks bad on me. So I gotta go along with it, or it's gonna look even worse if I just say, nah, we don't need this and this and that, because 50 gonna do it anyway. He gonna make it happen. Either we get on board, or he gonna make this happen anyway. He wants to compete. And see, at this point, what they did was this started doing 50 Cent's rise. A lot of you guys don't realize the Black Album and the G Unit Beg for Mercy came out at the same time. And 50 was like, yeah, I'm on your heels, man. I'm gonna sell you, Jay. Yeah, G Unit. That's all me. So I go up against Jay Z. Everybody's scared to go up against Jay. I ain't scared to go up against Jay. I'll sell Jay. Yeah, G Unit. Yeah, we're gonna drop the same day as the Black Album. He might want to think about changing his date. So when that happened, Jay Z, he laughed. He's like, well, 50 Cent's coming out that day. You might want to change your date. And Jay laughed. Oh, why would I consider doing that? I never thought about another artist when I put my records out. So Fifth, I mean, he just thought about it and laughed and smirked because 50 was a genius. And when he talked to him, he's like, "Yeah, that was smart. You got your name mentioned in my promo." He's like, "Yeah, you were good at self promotion," and they've already worked together, so they love it. Like, cause Jay gets it, and 50, he knows 50 don't mean no malice. 50 is a businessman, so he's a hustler. So he understands how to hustle his name, and plus he understands 50 knows the business. Like, oh, okay, this is good. This is friendly competition. So when they agreed to do this, 50 he's like, yeah, I just cut a song with Kanye, man. Yeah, I heard that you and Kanye, you guys have a project together that's supposed to come out on your new album. And yeah, we've already cleared it, and everything's a go there. But, this promotional thing that you guys were talking about when you was working on the record for your albums to come out at the same time. I mean, I just don't want to confuse the buyers. It ain't confusing the buyers, Jay. What do you mean? I just don't want them to have to pick either we buy one record when they could just buy both. They gonna buy both records, Jay. You know that. This how it works. Nobody buys one record. They're gonna buy them both, and then they want to see which one is better. I'm telling you, it's a foolproof plan. Me and Kanye and already worked it out. I'm the bully. I'm the bad guy. I'm picking on Kanye. So I represent the wolves. He represents the backpack guys. It's perfect. I'm the bully picking on the nerd. And now we're gonna see which album is better, and people gonna buy them both just so they can say, okay, we gotta see which one is better. What? Jay, tell me. It's a foolproof plan. Tell me. We both got hit records, so the songs are gonna be there. It's all about right now the content and the push and the marketing dollars. If Def Jam gonna be willing to match what Interscope finna put up on our end. So if you guys are willing to bring to the table the marketing dollars to make this thing happen, we'll do a promotional tour. We get MTV involved. We get all the award shows. We're gonna hit them real heavy. So we're gonna promote it all during these events and be there jointly. So we gotta agree to do that. So you go tell Def Jam and then come call us and we'll sit down at the table, we'll approve it, and we'll get this thing going. So Leor and all these guys got involved because they saw this thing being massive, and they were like, well, 50 and Kanye are on to something. We need to get aboard at this whole thing. Interscope were the only ones that really wasn't on board as much as 50 was. Interscope thought this is a risk. Jimmy and them, are you sure about this, 50? Because you don't want to piss off Jay-Z or Kanye West, and, and then they don't buy your records, and then the fans turn against you. Because if the fans turn against you, 50, that's a whole different thing. Because, see, if the fans turn against you, then they're going to turn against M, or they're going to turn against Dre, or they're going to turn against Interscope. We have a lot to think about here. We got a lot to lose. We're a team. Man, ain't nobody going to turn against him, man. Are you crazy? And ain't nobody definitely going to turn against Dr. Dre. My album, Dre's only did like one song on this album. So nothing's gonna blow back on Dr. Dre. Trust me, the records are there. All the records are hot. So you guys have heard the record. You heard the album. Man, I'm a smash, yeah. That kid ain't got my consistency. He works hard, but his bubblegum stuff compared to what I got. So now everybody is up in arms over the promotion. The promotion is taking us a big swing. So Def Jam's got their money ready to go on their side for doing what they doing. Kanye's agreed to the certain appearances. He's not pulling out. Then the Epic 106 in Park. All of these things were put in place. So they told him basically, like Kanye knew he was gonna win. He's like, I'm gonna win. I already know it because it's kind of set up for me to win. But what people didn't know is that 50 Cent knew Kanye was gonna win too, because Kanye's music reaches a demographic that don't reach 50 Cent's demographic. He'll get bought by the 13-year-olds and the 12-year-olds. 50 Cent is more 17 and older. So when you see Kanye West and 50 Cent engaged in this marketing battle, 50 was staring him down and Kanye would bow his head, like, oh man, can't sit too close to 50, man, he's bullying me. So, he rapped for those backpack guys. 50 was the rugged guy, street grimy guy. And they played this angle. And it worked to perfection. And Kanye was like, look, I knew if we did this, I was going to win. And we would count first week sales. The promotion worked like a charm. 50 was right. Kanye was right. They marketed about $27 million in marketing went towards this project. 27 million. And out of 27 million, they sold 1 million records in the first week of Kanye West, and 50 Cent tracked about 600,000, almost 700,000 units in the first week for the Curtis album. So when all said and done, you look at the numbers and it's all tallied up. You see Kanye West project, and it just went through. That album just went through the stratosphere because it kept hitting all different demographics. While 50 Cent song was heavily bootlegged, heavily bootlegged, and the video was being leaked before it was even released, and people had already seen it and on the internet, and this was destroying his album. The song with Robin Thicke was already leaked, and it was like, how is this happening? How is there so many perfect copy bootlegs of 50 Cent's album already? Before the album's released. There's already a full mastered down version of his album. And this is happening way before the album's released. And all the work, hard work, and all the effort that they went into this project, it's down the drain. So 50 Cent album didn't do what everyone thought it was going to do, and I think it ended at like maybe 2.3 million records sold, and that was far below the number that they were looking for at Interscope for a 50 Cent record, way below the bar. And they realized it was their fault because it happened on their end, and they were like, well, we're going to check the pipeline. 50 knew what the pipeline was. And it took them another album to prove it. And that was the last album he would ever give him. So that was the story of the battle, man. They called it the battle of the century. There's never been in rap hip hop history that kind of dollars mixed in with what had happened and went down. So after the records were sold, they were talking about doing a tour, having 50 Cent and Kanye do the tours together, but 50 Cent wasn't happy with Interscope at all behind his marketing thing. So all of that went to the wayside. But that would have been an epic concert. You had 50 Cent doing I Get Money and Kanye West doing his songs from the Graduation album. So I want y'all in the comments section or YouTube premiere right now because it's going to hit y'all first. For those who got the notifications. Which album you think was better, Curtis or Graduation? Okay. And if you're in the comment section, you're watching this after it premiered and everything else, leave it down there in the description box and let them know which one you thought was right. Absolutely, brother. Absolutely. You see, Curtis' album is very underrated. That's probably his most slept on album. And people don't even know how great that album is until they go listen to it and go, man, you right. That's a hit. That's a hit too. What the heck was we thinking about? Why did we say that album sucked? Man, I gotta remember because man, that song was a hit. Hey, yo, Technology was on that album, wasn't it? Yeah. Oh man, I used to play that song. So a lot of different things happened during that time. But I'm gonna go and get out of here, man, because I just got a text message that just ticked me off right now. I mean, really did. It's like you try to do everything the right way, and then somebody sit here and mess up your whole day with a text. I mean, mess up your whole day. Just wasted my time. I'm like, do people think you like work for them? I think that's what the problem really is. They think I just got all day to be sitting around waiting on them to do what they supposed to be doing. I'm like, I don't work for you. I hate to be that kind of person, but they about to make me this kind of person. Stuff, man, this the kind of stuff I be talking about that tick me off. Man, let me get out of here, man.